What if I told you there's a place here in Ontario that feels like you have stepped right into a postcard? Cobblestone streets, world-class wineries, horse-drawn carriages, waterfront scenery, and a storybook town square that'll make you forget that you're minutes away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Sounds like a movie set, no? Well, welcome to Niagara on the Lake. I am Scott White, and if this is the first time that you're here visiting our channel, here at Living in Niagara with Ellen and Scott team at Revel Realty, thank you so much for stopping by and welcome. We are all about Niagara. I was born and raised here. Ellen and myself live here and are local realtors to help people just like you move to Niagara every single day. We are here today in Niagara on the Lake, showcasing this awesome area of Niagara. Niagara on the Lake is not an actual city. It is an area encompassing a number of different hamlets. We have Virgil, St. David's, Queenston, the Glendale area, the Lake Shore, and also historic Old Town. And we are going to spend most of our time here at Old Town, Niagara on the Lake. But we'll highlight a bit of other places as well later on. And in future videos, we'll shoot out to St. David and Virgil and see those places as well. If you find this video informative, educational, and hopefully even entertaining, please don't hesitate to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so that you may be one of the very first people to hear of anything happening here in the Niagara region, or today, specifically, Niagara on the Lake. So in today's video, we're going to take you into the neighborhoods of Niagara on the Lake. So whether you're thinking of moving to Niagara, or today specifically Niagara on the Lake, in 9 days or 9 months, please don't hesitate to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, because you're going to want to see everything that this charming area has to offer. From historic architecture and top-rated wineries to peaceful trails and serene views in the Niagara River. Stay tuned, because by the end of today's video, you are going to know why Niagara on the Lake is one of the most desirable locations to live in all of Niagara, in all of Ontario, if you ask me, and whether it is the right place for you to live. So before we start our actual tour and go and take a look at the neighborhood and what homes are selling for in this area, I thought we'd stop and take a look at the history of Niagara on the Lake, because it is rich with history. If you're a history buff, then this is a great place for you to be, especially if you like war history. Niagara on the Lake was originally called Newark, and it was the first capital of Upper Canada. That's what Canada was called back in the 17 and 1800s. They had an Upper Canada and a Lower Canada. And Newark was the capital of Upper Canada. And this beautiful town that we are currently in was actually burnt right to the ground in 1813 by the Americans when they invaded this part of our country back in the War of 1812. But after the war, the Loyalists rebuilt this beautiful town, and a lot of the architecture that we see in this area, the Victorian and Georgian architect, actually dates right back to that rebuild in around 1815, 16, and 17. I wanted to stop at this house first before I show you any of the other houses here in Niagara on the Lake, because this is a really unique home. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath Pagoda cottage, one of the original Pagoda cottages built in 1885 here in Niagara on the Lake. It has been modernized and updated, yet it has kept its historic charm and elegance, sitting on a 50-foot by 91-foot lot. All this for only $895,000. This is also in the famous Chautauqua area in Niagara on the Lake. All the houses that we're going to see here in Old Town is in this area, and you're going to see they range from quite the prices. Some like this one for $895, others a lot more. So this is the first house I wanted to show you just because of its charm and uniqueness. Let's go look at a couple other houses so you can see what else you can get in this neighborhood. So we're here at another house in Niagara on the Lake here And as you can see, we are right here on the lake. It's kind of a hazy day. On really clear days, you might be able to catch, let's see, straight ahead, just over to this side of these bushes is Toronto. I can see a Freightliner out there as well. And we're gonna show you this house right over here on the other side of the road, but has that great view to wake up every single day. Notice the floor to ceiling windows on the both first and second floor of this house here. This is a 3-bedroom, 4-bath, elegantly designed 2-story detached home with 2,400 square feet of living space on a 90 by 119 square foot lot. We'll take a little walk around the other side so we can see the other side of the house as well before I give you the price. So this is the house currently on the market in Niagara on the Lake, right here on Lake Ontario. And it is listed currently at $2,295,000. So we're still here in the Chautauqua area of Niagara on the Lake, near Old Town Niagara on the Lake, very close to the water. And this house here behind me is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,500 square foot home here in Niagara on the Lake. And this isn't really the house that I came to show you, but it was right across the street to the other one. And that one right now is listed for $2,495,900. This house here is the house I actually came to show you guys. This house here, 5-bedroom, 8-bath house, expanding 15,000 square feet of living space. Uber luxurious home right here in Old Town Niagara on the Lake. In the backyard, it has its own, get this, ice rink for winter hockey or floor hockey in the summer. It is on just under an acre of property with uber luxurious finishes and appliances, and also its own indoor saltwater pool. What are they asking for this house? I know you're sitting there with bated breath waiting to find out that yes, it is only $9,995,000. So you want to downsize, come here to Niagara on the Lake and buy this baby? Give me a call. And here's something really special. The Royal George, an intimate Georgian style venue theater. It was actually built in World War I as a very quick clay tile venue. And it came to hold vaudeville theater, a cinema, and even the Canadian Mime Theater, until it finally joined the Shaw Festival in 1981. This is the last year of its operation, 2025. So if you want to catch a show at the Royal George before this temporary building is no longer available to Shaw Festival Theater, you want to catch it this year. It will be reopening in 2029 with a brand new features and theater upgraded, $35 million being donated by the province of Ontario to make it a very special modern day theater as part of the Shaw. But right now, the intimate Georgian theater is last year for its operation. So hey, you catch yourself at Niagara Lake in 2025, catch a show here. So here we are in the Glendale area here in Niagara on the Lake. And the reason why I wanted to come by and stop and show you this neighborhood is, first of all, it's really close to the QEW. So if you're heading anywhere outside of the Niagara on the Lake, towards the States or down towards Hamilton, Toronto, it's easy access from here to there, so you can get on there really quickly. Also, this is one of the cheaper areas in all of Niagara on the Lake. The house that we're here to see just coming up here, currently the cheapest house on the market in all of Niagara on the Lake. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, semi-detached home sporting 1,400 square feet of living space on a lot size of 25 feet by 113. And yeah, so that pretty much takes care of this house here. Oh, by the way, this house here was built in 2014, so it's modern and up to date. All this for $624,900 here in Niagara on the Lake. And here we are coming into the historic village of Queenston Heights, site of the Battle of Queenston in 1812 war. Here you will find the home of Brock's Monument. And the lovely home of Laura Secord. On its steep hills, you'll find heritage homes as well as some very modern homes. We currently have 31 houses here for sale in Queenston, ranging from this house here, this 3-bedroom, 2-bath home on 1,500 square foot living space, selling for $749,900, to this 2-story siding house here coming up to 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,000 square foot home, listed currently at $1,040,000, all the way up to 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 3,000 square foot home on 1-acre lot for asking $2,498,000. So that's the village of Queenston Heights here in Niagara on the Lake. We will come back and visit this town, this little village, another time in a future video. So here we are at the end of another video, and as I always do, I want to introduce you to a local hotspot here in Niagara on the Lake, specifically in Old Town. Here we are at Balzac's, and I don't have my normal chai, tea, frappe or whatever. Today I got a blueberry lemonade. Refreshing. I know I don't usually introduce you to a chain when I'm talking about a cafe or a coffee shop, but today it is Balzac's here in Niagara on the Lake, simply because it is a local hotspot, especially in this area. So if you're down here, you want to come out here, it's well known and you will enjoy it. So with no further ado, let's wrap everything up. I sure hope you enjoyed yourself. If you did, hit that like. Perfect timing, eh? Subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you can be one of the very first people to hear of anything happening here in the Niagara region. I'm Scott White with Living in Niagara with Ellen and Scott team. Thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care, guys. Ciao.